So today we are going to be making a tribute page of Steve Jobs. I got this picture from the internet. I just saved it on my computer and dragged the file to this HTML folder we had made earlier on. So right now I'm going to make a new file and name it tribute. Tribute.html to let the computer know we are going to be using the HTML file. So I'm just going to close this for the meantime. So I'm pressing Shift and exclamation mark to get the head, the skeleton of my HTML. In the title, I'll be typing Steve Jobs Tribute. So I just got a few details about him from Wikipedia, and I intend to use the tags we had discussed earlier on, and if there are some new tags, we would see what it does. But basically, I just want to show what HTML is live in action. So I'm pressing the go live, or I'm clicking go live to start our browser and see what we have typed, which is basically nothing. So we should just have this Steve Jobs tribute pop up in the tab while the browser is coming up. Let's continue. So I want a heading which will state Steve Jobs tribute again. So I'm going to use a H1 tag and type in Steve Jobs tribute. Then a paragraph, just a few details on him. So I'm saying Steve Jobs. So I have my H1. Okay, let me resize this browser so that we can see everything. Yeah, so Steve Jobs was born in San Francisco, February 24th, 1955. So this is my first paragraph. We have it here. I'm going to make another paragraph for the next second paragraph done, and it appears here. And the third and final paragraph. Buddhism. He was not 76. Okay, so this is basically most of what I'll be writing. So I would want to have a picture of Steve Jobs. Let me just have it at the beginning. So underneath the H1 tag. So we'll be using our IMG, that's our image tag. And let me expand this first so you get a better view. So in this source here, this source and alt are known as attributes. So they help like give more meaning to your tag. So, and we can put in more information when we get into CSS. We'll see this in use, but just know that whatever you have within a tag are attributes, and they just help amplify or give more meaning to your tags. So I'll come here and I'll just drag, like, what you're going to put here is the path of where your image is. So what I usually do to prevent paths conflict and all, I just drag. Okay, come here. Okay, so I drag. What I'm doing now is just dragging this, and I will click Shift, and that should work. Yes, so we have it here. As simple as that. Then this ALT, that's alternative. So in an event where this image does not load, maybe internet issues, you put a description of what is there, what should be there, and also screen readers use this to have a better experience of your website. So I can just type in image of Steve. So where there's an issue with the internet, or for any reason my picture is not loading, this will pop up to describe what should be here. So that's done. Then I want to come down and list out the companies that were owned by Steve Jobs. So I want this to be a heading, but remember there can only be one H1 tag. That's the main heading. So I'm going in with a H2 tag, and I'm going to title it List of Companies Founded by Jobs. So remember, when you're dealing with list, it can be, you can use a UL, that's an unordered list, or an OL, that is an ordered list. I want this to be an ordered list, so I'm going to use an OL and go in with an LI, and LI is where we would nest the names of the companies. So nesting Apple, and just duplicate this. Next. Computer. I'm duplicating it easily, just pressing Shift and Alt and the down arrow. That's just giving me a quick duplicate. This, so Pixar. So I have this here, my OL, looking good. So under this OL closing tag, I'm going in again with a P tag, and that should be the final tag. So Steve. So there you have it. We have a simple tribute page of Steve Jobs showing the basic elements of the HTML, of our HTML tags. There's no styling to this because we don't use HTML to style, we use CSS. So right now we just have a basic page, and when we come to CSS, we'll restyle this. Bye.